Yeah, folks, Massey Dave. Hope you're all well. Thank you for your comments and likes, as always. Much appreciated. It's Friday morning. What a pin badge. Still got a few left. Bottom of the description, merch 1200 at, MD merch 1200 at btinternet.com. Drop me an email. I'll get you one out in the post after it's been paid for. Anyway, 1200 here. Pointed out is probably scrubbing on the diff lock. Well, just here with a bar. I don't know if you see it, but the actual pin there is out and it's not engaged on that point, and it's sprung loaded. So I don't know what's on there. We'll move it later and see what happens. In here anyway. A quick look at the housing for the multi-power input. Right, well I've just got the seal out of here. That's been put in with a load of gunge. I got a set of fending bush out. I can see what's happened now. Obviously it's worn. That bush has been made to suit, to fit on that there shaft where it is been worn down here. Also the new one is back to original spec size, and it's got the shoulder, so that won't fit on there. So it's been, somebody's made this to suit that as it's been worn down, and you can tell with all the grooves that are in it. Bit of a job. Anyway, one proper new seal there, and yeah, other bits should be here later today, hopefully. Right, quite a job. Got the first side on. Now we get the other side cleaned up, masked with tape, get lined up, and get the identity back on to the said bonnet. And down that side there. By magic, it's fitted on. Really wonder why the 1250 is there on the right hand side and it's there on the left hand side. That's because the exhaust pipe sits here. So if it was there, the exhaust pipe would be covering it, so hence it's moved back so it's visible. Next bit to go on the bonnet, we've got the rubber there sorted out, get the brackets on there, get all those bolted into place all around there, and then we can fish out the clamps or the guides for the engine covers. They bolt in there and up the front, and then we might be able to get this put in place sometime. Right, we've got all the clamps fitted on there. God, I need to get a new phone case, it's in the way. Clamps are all fitted on, decals on. We've got a few cables to sort out, zip tie up out the way on that, and get the air filler pipe, air intake pipes ready to go on. So we've got one of the elbows here. Gonna go with a bit of 180 grit paper and give it a rub down and a clean up and make it look like brand new, hopefully. So we'll just go over, don't need two hands, but you get the gist of it. It gets all the crap and the dirt off of it, and then we'll end up making it all relatively shiny. You know, you would think that looks like a brand new one, but it's not. It's probably 40 plus years old, but it's come up all right. We've had a run in. We had one little oil leak up here, sorted that, but we just, now we've had the steering going, we need to top the oil up. We're just off a minimum, so probably want a couple of 3 litres to bring that up. So got some in a jug, let's get it put in there. Likewise on this one, we'll check this. Yeah, that's gone down. Obviously all the pipe work's full up now, so we're going to want a bit of oil in that one as well. I'm surprised how much that took to bring it up to the full mark. That's about 6.5 litres. So obviously the pipe work holds a fair bit of oil. Right, so in a bit of time we got that bit put on there. We've connected the fuel pipes up properly rather than my temporary tank. Now we're putting a bit of fuel in the tank. We'll have to bleed it back up again, obviously, and hopefully we won't have any leaks under there. So let's put a dose more in. That's 40 litres gone in. We've just got some on the sight gauge now. The charge light wasn't working. Turns out the bulb had gone, so we put a new one in. Right, finally got things sorted. Happy days. Right, so some said parts have arrived. Needle roller bearing. That fits on there, sits on that, a treat, compared to what it would have been on here. Rattly, rattly, rattly. So we get that put in there. So we've got the seal. We've got some new ones of those to go on there. So let's get this this bit reassembled. Bearings and seal fitted in that. I'm just going to now get these cast rings fitted back on here. Just got to carefully tease them over and get them in. They will break if you try to stretch them too far or do anything stupid with them. So obviously they do fit in the doodahs nicely. So get those over. They've dropped in there nicely. We now got to get those just carefully locked together. Again, a bit of a fiddly job, but need two hands, but they will slick into place. For putting this back in, you have to spread that circlip open, because he's got to then sit in that groove. So hold it open, tap it in. Once he's on there, you can then hit it home until it snaps into place. Same for the clutch plate shaft. Take the two seals off of there. We've got two new ones here, same procedure. Get them put on there, because the chances are these are probably worn a little bit, because those have got to sit inside that shaft. So that's where the oil comes from the valve through there into that one, and then goes into that hole, through there, out of that, into those holes to operate that part. Right, we've got a new gear here, which is the reverse idler, which goes down in there. Bit of a bugger to change, but I can change it with that. One gear removed. Also, we've still got all the needle roller bearings in there, so now we can transfer that lot into that lot and then drop it back into place. It's back in there. Just got to push that pin back through and take the dummy pin out. There's another new gear to replace that one. And yeah, because again, teeth have had it. Well, it's got wear on there, but can't put it back together because we're waiting for that one to turn up, which comes from a different supplier. So that's nearly going to do for today. Saturday morning, just down here for a couple of hours, going to have a little tinker with our gearbox and see if we can get some of it back together. We had the other gear turn up, thankfully, so let's have a quick look at that. There's the old one. I'll say it's had a fair bit of wear on there. So the teeth are got a bit more meat on them, but that's had a bit of use over the years. Corners have gone off of it, so I just hope all this fits together. It's the same size, same number of teeth, same diameter, part number matches. So let's start putting some of this lot back in there. Right, so we've dropped the multi-power clutch back in the gear. We've still got a washer and a spacer, which is there. Just got to go in to that recess in there, but I can't put that in yet because we got to get the main shaft in. I'm just going to pop this bit back in the front over the input shaft there, just to hold it so this stays roughly in place. Then we can start dropping the main shaft in with the other gears and bits back in there. Again, already an injury from this morning, never mind. Kind of got it in there, but then just realised I need to get this lot in. Obviously two new gears there. Need to wall the bearing up to get that on that part of the shaft to get the circlip on, to then push it forwards to then get the other bits located in between there and there. So I'm going to get the old heat gun on the go, warm that up. Hopefully that will slip onto that shaft, because he was a bit tight to take the thing off. So we'll warm it up, hopefully he'll slip straight on. Good old heat gun. Just put it in the flame, you don't want to go cooking it, but you want to get some heat into it. Sometimes I've still got to handle it. Okay, a bit of warmth, a bit of tapping, that bearing went on, so we've got the circlip now, which will check it fits in the groove, which it does. So we can get that on, and then reassemble the spacer washer and the thrust washer in there, pop that back in the hole. Obviously inside there, there's what they call an abutment. It's a spring with a plate on it, so that's sat in there out the way. So let's get this little bad boy fitted on. And of course, the one thing I didn't want to do is drop the flipping thrust washer down in the bottom, so old Mr. Magnet has to come out to fish it out. Bloody thing. Right, let's try again. So you need about half a dozen pairs of hands here to do this, but on my own, so chip away. After much cussing later, we finally got the thing located in there. So I'm going to get the high-low reduction unit back on to hold all this in place, because I haven't tightened that bit up yet, because the spring and abutment in there, we're literally trying to force that back out again. So let's get that bit back on. At least it can't fall apart. So let's get that unit there bolted back on. So a visual inspection that all the gears in there all the way around, they're all intact and looking good. It's all free and turning. Always the way you forget one little bit, but that's an easy one to put in. So we've just taken that bit off. It's only just held in place, but that has to go. On there, up against that lot. It just locks in. Let's get a bit of light on there. Locks in, a couple of little teeth just hooking on the gear in there. So that's back in. We can now put that back on. Finally back together. That one engages on there. Turns. That's first. That'll be reverse. And back to neutral on that one. And you've got third and fourth on that one. So they're all happy. Just drop the rails in and yeah, a bit more done. Right, well they're going in nicely. Try and push that one in, get him located in there. Slide him up through. If it wants to go, obviously I need 2 hands. Let's try pushing it. There we go. He will go. He will go. Get that in the hole there. Alright. Just got to go a bit further to get the hole lined up. I know they were tight to get off in the first place, but it will go. Bit of persuasion needed. There we have it, folks. Obviously I'll get to put the bolts in, but things are nice turning freely, which is what we want. Gears engage on. No, because I haven't got the pins in there yet, but they do move up and down on the shaft. So that's going to do for today. So here we have the next thing to assist and overlook and sort out. David Brown 990. The lad shot blasted it, painted it, but I stuck with the wiring, etc. So yeah, we got to have a look at it, see what we can do. Rest of the bits are coming today, I think. So yeah, we've still got stop rod to get put in, so we've got to take those off, and then yeah, do whatever we got to do. So David Brown 990. We'll get a tune out of it one day. Don't know when, but we will. So I expect some of you are going to like to see this one fired up eventually. Well, yeah, folks, I'm going to let that do. Thank you as always for comments and likes, and hit the old hype button. That'll be appreciated. So yeah, we've got that David Brown to ponder over, shall we say. So in the meantime, thank you all for watching, and take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Catch you later.